Hi, I'm Luke Sherveld. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Today we're going to talk about the Aputure Nova P300c. I just call it the Nova. And first, let's go check it out in a simple scene.
So let's say you've got a scene here in the bedroom and you wanted to take control of the window. So instead of having the sunlight where the sun's going to move, I just put a 12 by ultra bounce and an 8 by ultra bounce to kind of make that corner up of the underneath the awning there on the porch, and put the Nova light into that and aimed it up a little bit so that there'd be some fall off here on the wall. Because if it was just straight in, then it kind of, fed all the way in and wasn't as natural compared to the sunlight of the regular day. So now you've got this set up and you can work with this. I've got the window open so you can kind of hear the ultra bounce blowing a little bit. So we can add lights to this, boost it up, add some detail. You could have some kind of a ellipsoidal, making a levelure type pattern, whatever. But we're just using this as a basic light. Now we've got the Sidus app and we've got the Nova on that, so we can just turn it off. We can turn it on. We can, make it a different mood in here. We can also obviously change the time of day, make it a little bit warmer, early morning, later evening, or this is just sort of your basic 5600, but now we also have a practical. Now, I'm not going to talk about what practical I've got in there, but let's say I wanted to bring that up and just maybe not quite as cool as the outside, because it's a little warmer as though it was tungsten. This is on the cooler side, but maybe we bring that up just a taste, and you could sprinkle those around. So anyway, that's for the future. Now we can go back to the Nova and change color, Now I don't know if I can do that from here. Maybe I have to change it on the light from CCT to HSI. Nope, I can do it from here. Awesome. Okay, so I have control. Now we're on Mars. And, so just really nice to have that quick capability with this Sidus app that is just very intuitive and easy to get everything to play together, which is awesome. And we can even do that. So, red light district, open for business. No. All right. So anyway, that gives you an idea of just basically one light and a little practical. We can play. Pretty cool.
All right, let's look in a little more detail at the unit itself. I'm not going to go into crazy detail, but check out some of these features. It's got a certain amount of heft to it for sure. It's got some beef to it, so there's something going on in here. It's nice that it has the junior pin, but you can also put it on a baby spud, so that's very handy. You've got your basic power, and then the controller. You can put the controller on the back here, like Zoe, and so that just snaps on. And then they provide a short cable, so you can just go from here to here. But if you want to put your light way up high and the controller on the stand, that's no problem, because they give you their new clamp that came with the 300D and Mark II and a 300X. And so, that can go on and then release. And it's a very light controller, so and very powerful, so that's handy. And then you also have an input for 24 to 48 volt power. And so the DMX is actually on the bottom of the controller. And so there you have outputs to get your 5-pin regular DMX in and out. So that's handy. But of course, it's very simple to run it off the Sidus app like I was doing in the scene, but we'll show you that in a second. All right, some other things back here. Nice little carry handle. And let's see. So if we turn it on, and I'll just turn it on here. There's a on-off button. Boom, that comes on. Nice bright display. And this is at 1%, so you can see that there. So very simply, you've got intensity, CCT, and green magenta. You want to change light mode. There you've got CCT, HSI, effects, RGB, XY even, and then the source. This is a quick way to look for incandescent bulb, halogen, antique bulb, Christmas lights, night light, infrared light, grow light, all kinds of things, even down to HMI, pressure sodium, mercury vapor. That's pretty cool. I love that they've got it all going on in here. And so let's say we go light mode again, and great to have XY capability. And then, of course, RGB, easy. And let's see, effects, yeah, all the usual fun stuff, TV, candle, strobe, that's all good. And then in menu, you've got DMX settings, so you can set that, and you also have profiles. And in profiles, there are how many? 9 profiles. Okay, so, and then if you went to there, see, now it also shows you, so you can change parameters in your club lights, for instance, colors, speed, intensity. So let's go back. That's effects. So let's get out of there, and you can hear the fan. You can set that, and see dimming curves. So we'll keep it at linear, and then freak selection. Now, if you have issues with frequency, maybe you're seeing flicker or something because of frequency of where you're at with your camera. Here you can go through and just select, and it will change the cycling somehow. I'm not quite sure how that all works, but I just keep it at 1 for now. But it is sort of an Easter egg for your capabilities. Okay, so go back, and then this is when you want to hook up with your Sidus app. Then you want to do a Bluetooth, that's the BT, you want to do a Bluetooth reset here, and then that will help your Sidus app see this unit, and then away you go. So I have it here, and then I can play with it like I did in the scene. All right, let's keep going. What else is there? Yep, firmware, and you can update your firmware with a little USB on the side, which is nice. And exit. So now there are presets. I don't actually know. Let's see. Let's go there. I don't even know how to set the presets yet. I haven't looked at the manual. I just got this unit, well, unboxed it yesterday. So yeah, you know, that's just a sort of a cursory overview, and then just real briefly walking through the Sidus app. I'm sure everybody knows it already. Now I'm on the 300, the Nova, and I can, here I'm in white mode. So let's see, am I connected? That's a good question. If that's at 10, there we go, yep. And so if I have this up, then I can turn it off and turn it on and bring it right down to 1%. Nice. 5600, but that can go all the way up to 10,000. So that's the nice thing of being in an RGB unit. A lot of flexibility there, and down to 2000. So that is really nice. And let's see where the green magenta is. So yeah, I can bring it to a full green or a full magenta, and that is nice to know. There. Okay. So, and then here there's gel mode. So we've got this is CTB. You can add as though you were just layering gel on it very quickly, and that's handy. Without CTB, yep. And that's if you're in tungsten mode. And then if you're in daylight without CTB, add some CTO, warm it up just a little bit, full CTO. So that way you're adding the gel to the tungsten mode or to the daylight mode. And again, intensity is only at 1%. So we've got plenty to give here. And I'm working with GH5s that are at 500 ISO, and the Vedras are at 2.8. And then this top-down shot is just the GH4 with a little Panasonic 20. So let's see, and then go on to color, and just, you know, very simply, you can pick your colors, bang, 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 and yeah, just real nice to be able to, you know, you're not seeing a lot of saturation here because it's already too bright, and that's at 1%, you know. But they're hilarious, right? So you do want to be working at lower levels when you are working with color. It just brings out your saturation. So, and then the last one, effects. Let's say, okay, fireworks, start. And then that's, and frequency. We got our, that's freak at 8. Let's see if we bring it down. No, we want to be higher, don't we? And that's only white. So multi would be, there's our fireworks. Now we're in lightning. If I put the frequency up higher, then we get a little more action going. Nice lightning. All right, well, not my strong suit to show off the capabilities of a Lite if I haven't really spent any time with it. So that's just kind of my quick overview. It's like a little more output than an S30, a little less output than an S60 if you're comparing it with sky panels. And, you know, it's been a few years that sky panels have been out. Now you've got all kinds of panels that are vying for that same niche, but obviously a much less expensive light, and really easy to hook up this way or hook up DMX wise. I love it. Just all the capabilities are out there for everyone to use, which is nice. And if you've already got a bunch of Aputure units, then, you know, you've got your 300s, you have maybe some 120s, add this, and now you've got panels, you've got source kind of lights, you got all kinds of boxes you can put on, all kinds of Fresnels and spotlight. It's like, you know, it's and they continue to grow their line. There's nothing bad about that. It's all good, and it's a solid unit. You know, could you put it in rentals? I can put it in rentals. Could you put it, you know, in a place where people are going to throw it around? Well, you shouldn't be throwing these around anyway. So it turns out that a number of companies are making modifiers for the Nova, including, you know, Chimera, DOP Choice, Honey Crates, and they also make their own. So that's the one I've got. So I'll show it to you. You know, the folks from Aputure are really jazzed about the other companies making them, because then you've got that many more choices, and some really cool ones that have, you know, a different kind of fit and finish. And if you're used to a certain brand or whatever, you can choose what works for you, and that's cool. You know, I mean, just like I love using a sky panel with the rabbit ears and a 5-foot octa. You can do the same thing with this. You just get a little modifier for your rabbit ears, and away you go. You can have your 5-foot octa, and life is good. So you know, those are fun. Doing things, being able to have a little smaller unit that you can put on a Menace or put above, you know, for a more domey kind of thing. Yeah, nice to have more tools, right? All right, let's check out the box that comes with this. It comes in this really neat, you know, sort of, you know, it's a, you get a hard frame, and that'll fit in here. There's it's just a simple little, and then you've got a button right there that you got to hit, and that'll bring it down. And then you've got 4 places to hook into it. And I actually haven't done this before. One more to go. Sucker's tight. Wow. Live and learn. So the main thing is the spines have to be all the way deep into, all the way to the ends of the box in order for you to get that last one on. And it looks like you get sort of a half grid-ish. And then we'll put it on the inside, or the furthest in on the Velcro, so that we can put the snap grid or soft crate. Here's the explanations. Yep, always a good idea to read these first. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty good. If you get all this together, that's pretty slick, I must say, rather than getting it all separately. Nice. Well, it's kind of taking over my little area here, but there you go. That's the Aputure Nova P300c. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. So here's a little update on what I'm doing for my setup here in the garage. And basically, I've got the 810 Mini, and that allows me to have, you know, these different views. And then I'm running the the main camera and the audio into a teleprompter. So this is a Prompter People prompter. And then now I'm just using a shotgun mic that's going into the GH5S, and it has one of those audio adapters on it. And then, you know, the two main lights are up there, the two Area 48s. And then I'm running audio, you know, just on the first channel. And then here I can record, you know, just hit this button, and now that's recording whatever I've got up here, and that's recording to this little SD drive or SSD drive, which is pretty nice. And so then I can just stop it and start it, you know, and go through different takes. So and then here on the Mac, I'm working with the Blackmagic software, and I have to bring the audio down just a little bit so that the recording is at the right level. And yeah, I don't know why. It always seems to go a little hotter on the audio than what I have the actual thing set to. So anyway, there you go. That's what we're up to these days.